Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakadesh. Want to give double honors to our apostles, the elders, great most on. Also say shalom to all the Akim Day preachers truth. And our true series, the brother Tazim Kamar from the GMS Miami, the heralds of Yahushai, 144 came back with another video through the Spirit. We've already started this video on to touch upon the true names of the name Father and His Son. That one named Father, who they so-called call God. His true name is Yahweh, which his name means he exists in the true name of his son, who they are going to call Jesus Christ or Jesus Christos or Jizikli. All right. In the English, Spanish, or Creole, his true name is Yahweh Shai, which his name means he says he delivers what he's soon about to do according to prophecy. And today's topic is going to be he will not complete his plans. Okay, when I'm going to he, all right, I'm talking about Esau, so-called white man, the one that's in rulership right now. D, number one wicked. Okay, he will not fulfill his plans. Okay, and his number one plan is to bring out that C hip and push up on that new world agenda. Okay, and as we see where this course where his movie is playing playing out to, he wants to issue out this digital all real soon. Let me just grab it, Barbara Child. It's Revelation chapter 13 verse 16. It says, I'm starting verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast could both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. It says, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay, this is talking about the MOTB in this beast system. Okay, is he's trying to issue out a system. All right, that's it, and a system and a mark that's against the ways of Yahweh Shai. He wants to, be like unto the Most High and bound everybody unto his, to his will. All right, but we understand it's going to be a certain amount of men that cannot be plucked out the hand of Yahweh Shai and will not stand. All right, for this. All right, they're going to stand against this. All right, it's talking about the elect men. It says, and that no man might bar or sell, save he had that mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, the mark is talking about the Karagma, the C hip, the MOTB, or the digital, all the multiple titles, but that's it. It says, here's wisdom, let him add understanding, count the number of the beast, for is the number of man, and the number 600, 300, 3 square 6, 666. All right. And as we get closer and closer to all right, his agendas and things that he wishes to push out 2030 and things like that. We're seeing more of his horns coming out. We're seeing more of his plans being revealed through the spirit power of Yahweh Shai. All right, and then one of the things that's coming are being more convenient or more brought out to life is this digital ID that they're pushing all over the earth. Okay, that digital ID is another step towards what's going on. Also tied in with that crypto. All right, they kind of go hand in hand with the plans and future they that Esau is trying to push upon the earth. All right, he wants to have you all linked up, not just identity wise, but also too with the money. All right, because buy and sell is basically the whole fundamentals of life. You buy a house, you buy food, you buy clothes, you buy herbs and Medicare or Medicaid or things like that. Okay, these things are the basic fundamentals of life. Basically, what he's trying to control is control life. Okay, and I have this article here. All right, which established what today is the 13th. Yesterday, is Apple introduces digital ID, a new way to create. I mean, a new way to create a present in ID in Apple Wallet. Digital ID offers a secure bullshit and private way for users to create an ID in Apple Wallet using information from their US passport and present their ID with iPhone or Apple Watch. And this is very major, or another step to it, because you see what's going over there in, I believe it's UK or Europe or on that area where they already got them citizens. They're trying to push that on their citizens and these other places like Vietnam or wherever they pushing these things out there. They're making it more accessible. They're making it more into the. They're bringing it more into the light. Okay, and Apple is very major because As really, really in the world, a lot of people own iPhones. I'm recording this video off iPhone. All right, iPhone is a well-known phone or a well-used phone and stuff like that. All right, and then they're trying to implement these things as a convenience for you, but really it's really just one of these trickeries and his trickeries, his snares, as the scripture say. Okay, it says you look at the picture. You know how usually Apple Pay, you'll see your digital ID. Digital ID is ready to use for age identification apps and online stores. Me personally, I don't think that's safe. All right, these phones and stuff got bugs and all constantly get hacked. Okay, all right, and this things could get into the wrong hands and so on and so on. This is really not convenient in a sense as far as security. It says available today, digital is a new way for users to create an ID in an Apple Wallet using information from the U.S. passport and present it from the security and privacy of iPhone or Apple Watch. Apple today announced the launch of Digital ID, a new way for users to create an ID. Apple Watch using information from the U.S. passport, blah, blah, blah. At launch, Digital ID acceptance would roll out first in beta at TSA checkpoints at more than 250 airports in the USA for in-person identity verification during domestic travel with additional ID acceptance use cases to come in the future. All right, TSA. A lot of people travel. A lot of people use the airport. All right, a lot of people, do these things. So they rolling these things out. All right, in people's daily lives. All right, that's how he's gonna soon eventually step forward to put the CHIP in people's daily lives. Okay. All right, he's slowly, but surely, and gradually doing these things. All right, and like what the scriptures say, let me grab it real quick. Not ignorant of Satan devices. I believe it's Second Corinthians. Or is it, slacking. Ignorant. Second Corinthians 2, verse 11 says, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, we're not dumbfounded. We're not, you know, not knowing of. All right, the Lord, blesses the eyes to and the ears to understand what's going on, to see past the snares and past the bullshit. Okay, the Lord blesses the eyes. All right, that's why we're able to see these certain things and pinpoint and warn our people. Our people think, oh shit, it's cool. This is the future. It's technology. Oh, this is something new. Oh, damn, nice invention. They think it's regular shit, but the whole idea is to push out that end all be all purpose. All right, and it's his whole plan is to fulfill this. His whole plan is to fulfill this, is to push out this agenda, have everybody eventually see him and new world order this, new world order that. I have everybody on my subjection. I am the devil. I have succeeded in my mission. But that's not that's not the part of the movie. Okay, the Lord is gonna fumble all his plans. The Lord is gonna turn his, throw his plans back into his face. Okay, and let's go to the scriptures I had written down. This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. It says, Job chapter 5, verse 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And a part of his plans is to get this going onto every single body on the planet. Okay, to have it for everybody to have it, and that's not what Yahweh Shemashai wants. So the Lord is going to disappoint him. All right, when he feels like he's about to fulfill his whole 100%, or how you have a game, you do 100% completed. Esau is going to get to a certain extent. All right, and the Lord is gonna, like bros, or we like to say, all right, rug pull his ass. All right, you gonna think he's about to make it. He's gonna fulfill his thing, his kingdom, or whatever he wants. But the Lord's gonna fuck that shit up, man. It says he take the wives of their own craftiness, and the counsel of the floor is carried headlong. Okay. Also have Job chapter 20. Um, say in his fullness, yep. Job chapter 20, verse 22, it says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast fury of his wrath upon him. It shall rain upon him while he's eating. All right, when he feels like he's about to finally get everybody see up or finally complete the whole end all be all of the mission or agenda. The Lord is going to crash that shit. Okay. For example, when a little part of the Lord crashing this shit or fucking shit up is all the way up to those nukes. Okay. Esau thinking about a fulfill certain plans. All right. The Lord is going to have World War III pop out. All right. Yahushua cut through. Yahushua take the kingdom from his ass. Okay. And that's beautiful. And that's what we want. And that's what we are warning our people. And also, too, those who take the sea hit. I want to also throw out the judgment out there. The Lord's going to judge the sorry, they think about it from full certain of their own needs. Okay. All right. Because they're really speaking more upon the wicked. All right. The one who's pushing the things out. But judgment's going to come upon you, Jake, too. Jake and those who also is along with his system and that technology. All right. So and put that out there a little bit. But just go back to the main or the hefe of the plan. Esau Edom, it says, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast a fear of his wrath upon him, shall rain upon him. Yeah, he's going to spoil his plans. And we could see it, well, we could see it because through prophecy. We understand it has to play out first, but we're not supposed to fall into the trap. All right. But we're supposed to trust in Yahweh Shema Shai. Because we understand the end all be all for Esau. We understand that the Lord is not with Esau and his plans. Okay. But Lord is with us edifying of our praise too. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Kagalash. I'm going to give double honors to our apostles and as you most on. Also, say shalom to all the Akim out there, preach the truth. In our true city, I'm going to say, I'm Shalom.